After obtaining my 123rd Platinum trophy, a close friend convinced me to share my Platinum experiences with the world. So join me as I Platinum. 2026 has been a rough year for gaming. We've had layoffs, ungodly console pricing, and companies are locking stores and mod shops behind a $20 paywall. Look, I'm one of the biggest GTA fans you'll ever meet, unlike those GTA LARPers, but even I'll admit that was pretty cold. But within that darkness, there's always something, no, someone that you can turn to. A hero that gamers don't necessarily deserve, but a hero that gamers need right now. A watchful protector, a silent guardian.
El Rata Alada?
No, that's not it.
Vengeance.
Kinda hard, but no. Oh God, no.
Batman.
That's right. Amidst this chaos, we can turn to Batman, albeit in Lego form, but still something that we can turn to. And personally, this game really delivered, because on top of being a genuinely fun game and borrowing inspiration from nearly every piece of Batman media you can think of, the Platinum was really short. Unlike another Lego game. So without further ado, get comfy, grab a snack, and enjoy my latest Platinum experience. As you're watching this video, please feel free to like, comment, subscribe, and hype up the video. It'll help drive people to my video, and I really want this channel to grow, because I want to be able to deliver you bigger and better Platinum videos. That's it, now let's get right into it. Like any game with unmissable trophies, my first order of business was completing the story before cleaning up everything left behind. But before I could even get acquainted with the vast city of Gotham, I had to go back to Bruce's childhood to understand why this grown man made the conscious decision of dressing like a bat, which prompted my first trophy.
Dad, look! I found the hat!
First trophy! That is a cute looking trophy. Beware the gray ghosts. And I'm not dumb. We all know what happened to Bruce. He watched his parents die before his very eyes, and he vowed to fight crime. And after witnessing that for the millionth time, the scene shifted to Bruce's training with Ra's al Ghul and his daughter Talia. This was the perfect segue into combat and navigation tutorials, as I learned plenty of things from taking out enemies in silence to moving across heights. But the game felt a little easy. Too easy. But more on that soon. Despite things going well for myself and Bruce, everything comes to a head when Bruce and Talia learn that the League plans to eliminate Gotham, Bruce's hometown, thus pitting the two lovebirds against Ra's and the League. And after a very easy boss fight, the League's hideout bursts into flames and fireworks, bringing this prologue to an end. That's funny. Nice! Let's go! Another story mission done. Another story mission done. To this point, I was playing the game on classic difficulty, but it was very easy, so I decided to push it up a notch to Caped Crusader difficulty. This would be followed up by Batman's first night on the job, which involved some fighting, puzzles, fish. There's so many fish in this game. And the introduction of Jim Gordon, our second playable character. And after making one of Falcone's boys squeal with very legal means, I received my third trophy. Yeah, a friend. The entire prologue and beginning of Chapter 1 pulled a lot from Batman Begins, but now the game was about to start pulling from peak Batman. The transition into Matt Reeves' The Batman brought more than just the latest live-action story, as it finally introduced me to LEGO Gotham's open world. But there really was no time to spare, so I promptly continued the story and was quickly met with one of the best references this game had to offer. The music! The GOAT music!
License and registration, please.
Before Batman and Gordon found themselves in Falcone's Iceberg Lounge, which had a more lively flavor to it. He needs to stop it. What the heck is this game? I love this. It was here, amidst all the chaos, that I earned my next trophy for 100 counters. Oh. What was that? 100 counters or something? And where Carmine Falcone met his end. Just kidding. This is a Lego game we're talking about. They would never kill anybody in these games.
Watch out, watch out!
Oh God.
Jesus Christ.
Now, if you remember, the Batman had two antagonists, Carmine Falcone and Red Hood? No, that's not right. With the arrest of Falcone, Batman and Gordon set their sights on Red Hood, who garnered their attention after receiving cargo shipments from Falcone and his men. And with another opportunity to explore the city, more trophies began to fall. Oh, that was on accident. Is that placing a marker? Yeah. Oh.
It's done. I could use a break.
Oh, hell yeah. I am the shadows. I don't recall doing any stealth takedowns in that. With minor distractions out of the way, Batman's investigations led him to Ace Chemicals. Huh. I wonder what's going to happen there. Before I could find out, there were several enemies in the way, along with the introduction of brutes. But after several fights, an impressive chase, and one random trophy pop... Whoa. If you're good at something, never do it for free. The inevitable happened. Man, you jokester. With the end of Red Hood, for now, the origin of Batman came to a close, and I earned my next story trophy. Boom! Chapter 1 finished! Something I really loved about this game was the transition between chapters, as they give you insight on what's to come. And if you've seen all the live-action Batman films, you knew exactly what stories were coming. But before I put more time into the story, I got further acquainted with the Batcave, which consisted of placing pieces onto this giant mural. Oh. Come on, man. Oh, nice! Purchasing gadget upgrades. Oh, theatricality and deception. And customizing the cave. Oh. Let's go. And since I had saved so many studs from the previous chapter, I felt it was time to up my swag. That's fire. You either buy a hero. Stop it. With all that fun in the shadows under my belt, it was time to take on both of Michael Keaton's foes, Penguin and the Joker. Wait, but if Penguin is an enemy in this story, then that means... And after finishing the first of many missions in Chapter 2, which had both Batman and Catwoman jamming out, I earned myself another trophy for obtaining Catwoman as a playable character. Oh, fuck. Honestly love the move to have Penguin as a main boss this time around, since he had a prevalent showing in Battinson's story back in Chapter 1. Unfortunately, his looks and mannerisms carried over from the 1992 adaptation. And for that, I had to put him down. Get his ass, yeah! With Penguin out, the dynamic duo set their sights on the Joker, while I set my sights on a few more miscellaneous trophies, which were as simple as adding color to my outfits. I'll do that. Ooh! Rolling a camera over 20 degrees in photo mode. Hey, let's go. And maintaining a max stud combo for 1 minute. Oh, wait, what is this? What? Okay, that was easy. It was the first time where I genuinely started cooking on the open world activities, but I was soon reminded that some of the content was locked behind hidden characters, so back to the story I went. And a big shout out to Traveler's Tales for adding this iconic scene that I borderline couldn't even stand in the original film. This bullshit was in the movie. One museum heist and a parade later, and I ended up with another miscellaneous trophy. If it wasn't for these balloons, I probably would have found them. Oh, what is that? Followed by another miscellaneous trophy in quick succession. Oh, Speedy Safecracker. Oh, completed 20 challenges. With the end of Chapter 2 at the edge of my fingertips, I proceeded with taking out the Joker and awakening a darker side to him.
What doesn't kill you?
Oh my god.
You stranger.
I know that face.
Before putting an end to this thrilling chapter, I used all the studs I procured over the chapter to fully expand the Batcave, thus netting me another trophy. Let's go! Maxed upgrades. And with that, I completed the lengthy chapter. Yeah. Woo! Chapter 2 The transition into chapter 3 let me know that this next chapter would cover my favorite and least favorite films from the 90s era Batman films. Now, if you're wondering which of the two films is my favorite of the 90s bunch, it's the one that introduces this guy. Back to the story, Bruce and Selina are attending a Flying Grayson show that is rudely interrupted by Two-Face, but this gave Dick Grayson the opportunity to impress Bruce. And impress he did.
Thanks for the assist, kid. You were really impressive up there.
No problem, Batman.
And with that, Robin joined the squad, becoming a playable character, which unlocked another trophy. Oh, let's go. Did I get Robbie? I did. That was like Red Robin. I want to eat some bottomless fries now. Hold on. Proceeding with the story, I had to travel to North Island, which was on the opposite side of Gotham. And since I hadn't spent much time unlocking any fast travel spots, this meant driving through every single district, which in itself was a trophy. Whoa, what the heck? It's not exactly a normal world. Did I unlock all the islands? Yeah, let's go. As for the story, this was the time for Robin to prove his worth. So Batman and Robin scoured the city, solving crimes and completing challenges, one of which unlocked me a new car and subsequently a new trophy. Yeah! Oh, that was way easier than the other one. Bang! Wait, what? I purchased 3 vehicles. What? And it was in the midst of the crime solving where they came across a new botanical foe.
Not you, Wrinkles, her!
Albeit not what I was expecting, the boss fight with Poison Ivy was very fun. What initially was your typical boss fight expanded into a fight with a 2-headed Flora dragon. And even though it was incredibly easy, it felt great taking out the 2-headed menace. Alright, there we go. Easy dubs, easy dubs, easy dubs, easy claps. And with that, chapter 3 was done. Oh, chapter 3 complete, no way! What? That took like 2 hours. Not even. With the shortest chapter to this point finished, I felt the need to keep on playing. I mean, there was still time left in my day, so why not? But instead of pursuing more of the story, I took on more side challenges, which unexpectedly brought me 2 more trophies. The first unlocking for achieving a 99 hit combo. BAM! Oh shit! And the next for defeating every single enemy type.
Well, not everything can be awesome.
The 2 trophy pops gave me the satisfaction I needed to end my playing session and the chapter. Bang! That's chapter 3. Remember how I said my favorite and least favorite 90s Batman films were featured in chapter 3? Well, the transition into chapter 4 suggested that my least favorite film would get 2 chapters.
¿Por qué?
You've probably already noticed, but the chapters were following a simple formula. The introductory mission would introduce a new character, I would complete that mission and then get a trophy for obtaining the new character, and then for the rest of the chapter, that character would be extremely helpful till the very end. Now, who do you think was going to be the new character this time around? That's right! Batgirl! Batgirl was probably my favorite addition to this point, due to her fun use of tech, from hacking devices to using a drone that you could also latch onto. And with her help, Batman was able to save plenty of people from a burning museum and defeat everyone's favorite supervillain, Firefly.
My plant's up in smoke.
But neither Batman nor Batgirl nor Jim Gordon were ready for the surprise appearance of Mr. Freeze.
Tonight's forecast, a freeze is coming.
Despite an embarrassing loss, I earned myself another trophy. Alright, Batgirl's on the team. Probably the best one so far. That was fun. With the situation dire, Batman and co. looked for an antifreeze measure to save Gordon, which involved a return to Ace Chemicals and interrogating Black Mask. Oh shit. All the investigating culminated in a rematch against Mr. Freeze in the observatory, and after it looked like the battle was won, Mr. Freeze took Batman out of commission, but all hope wasn't lost. Oh shit! Nightwing! Part 2 of the Mr. Freeze fight would pit Batgirl and Nightwing against a Mr. Freeze mech. And with the use of Nightwing's sick array of items, this fight ended rather quickly. Bitch.
And the crowd goes wild.
And I was rewarded for my efforts with Nightwing as a playable character, along with his respective trophy. Oh yeah. A Grayson graduation. Okay. Unlike the end of Chapter 3, I was pretty satisfied with how much progress I had made, so instead of attempting any miscellaneous trophies, I headed straight to Chapter 5 and left the 90s films in the dust. So, boom! Chapter 4 done. Unlike the previous chapter transitions, this next one didn't really provide much context on what movie was inspiring the content. At first. Oh shit! Oh fuck! There he is. But before diving into one of the most popular superhero films, I had to do something that was long overdue. Do that. Ooh. I'd like to note that this game did a terrific job at taking so many different plots and melting them into one cohesive story. And this chapter was no different, giving us shades of both The Dark Knight and The Dark Knight Rises. And it started off with a hilarious rendition of the iconic hospital explosion before transitioning into an incredible chase sequence, both pulling directly from The Dark Knight. And this was, in my opinion, the best part of the game. The bike sequence was reminiscent of the ending of FF7 Remake, and the bouncing between cars made the stakes of falling stronger than ever before. But the real kicker was the choreography. Never had I seen a LEGO game pull off a cutscene as clean as this. Oh fuck, that's crazy! And with pure cinema complete, I earned myself another trophy for obtaining the final playable character, Talia. That was so good. Out of the shadows. And after getting real chummy with his first love, they end up at Arkham Asylum, and we get a terrific callback to Rocksteady's Batman Arkham Asylum before another iconic scene unfolds. Damn!
What's Bane's plan?
Ooh, I like this.
By the way, can I just mention how funny it is seeing Lego Joker clap? And after falling into a trap crafted by the brilliant jokester, Batman and Talia were forced to fight a ton of Batman's previous foes, before a tired and withered Batman took on a fully powered Bane.
You fight like a younger man. With
Nothing held back.
Definitely your body.
Ew. And with that beatdown, Chapter 5 concluded. Oh, wow. That's Chapter 5. Let's go. With Batman out, it was left to his chosen sidekicks to bring justice back to the world of Gotham, which was now giving vibes only seen at the end of GTA San Andreas. The first half of this very short chapter revolved around Batgirl and Nightwing attempting to reach Wayne Tower, and it was a lot of your standard LEGO Batman gameplay, but I loved covertly taking out enemies, so it was fun. This was followed up with a battle against the main antagonist. And just like The Dark Knight Rises, Batman couldn't have successfully stopped Bane without the help of Selina Kyle.
So pretty.
Except, that wasn't really Batman behind the mask. Not that What? Batman was instead at the peak of Wayne Tower, trying to take out this monstrosity of a bomb set to explode at any moment. But Talia had other plans. Like in The Dark Knight Rises, Talia took it upon herself to finish her father's plans, but with the help of Batman, Nightwing, Batgirl, and Commissioner Gordon, her plans were foiled in an epic finale. Oh shoot. Damn! Oh my god! And I was rewarded for my efforts with the final story trophy.
It's a banger song. It's a good song right there.
Yeah! A hero can be anyone. Oh my god, his glasses are broken. With the story finished, all I had to do was find all 674 collectibles. Easy.
Wrong!
Despite finishing the story, I still needed to collect 18 more trophies.
God damn!
So I started by going into Mission Select and finding every single collectible in Red Brick I previously missed. And due to the generous checkpoints, I was able to finish this within 50 minutes. Yeah! This is too much power for one person. All the red bricks? Yes, sir! Next, I wanted to work on open world collectibles, starting with the southernmost island. And fortunately, these were incredibly easy to find after hacking the towers accompanying each island. So I decided to hack my first tower, when I received another trophy for discovering 100 open world events. Nice. Oh, let's go. That's 100 events. Yup. While looking for different collectibles, I made it a point to do any crime that popped up nearby, because there were 2 crime-related trophies, and not even 15 minutes into that did I receive my first crime trophy. Oh, let's fucking go. Let's go. No more keeping track of that. And I wouldn't have to wait long to receive my second crime trophy. Bam. That's 30. Bang, baby. Unfortunately, this was it for receiving trophies in quick succession, and the only way I could reach that sense of euphoria again would be through grinding and collecting. So I went on clearing out the first island, and I eventually earned enough Wayne Tech to fully upgrade Batman's gadgets. Bang! Wonderful toys. All right. By the time I had finished the story, I had already obtained 3 gold medals in the AR trials, so I was able to quickly get gold in 5 AR trials by the time I was clearing out the second island. Oh my god, I did it! That's 5 gold! Yeah! As I continued navigating through the islands and their districts, I eventually flew into 10 air tunnels, gusts of wind that could send Batman and company flying in an instant. Oh, shoot, let's go. I didn't realize I was getting into a wind tunnel. W's. And over the next 3.5 hours, I kept doing as much as I could to make my next play session a little less miserable. I kept solving puzzles. What?
This is dispatch. Trouble in Cauldron South. Looks like a thief
Nice.
trying to steal
Let's
something that isn't
go.
theirs.
Completing AR trials. Oh, let's go. I didn't even realize. And finding collectibles. And despite making tremendous headway with the collectibles, I hadn't received any trophies, so I decided to get an easy one by simply changing the screensaver at the Batcave. Yeah, computer privileges, let's go. As I started finishing up the second island, I began getting fatigued of the process, so I decided to narrow my goal to completing every puzzle, since these use the most brain power. Yes, even a kid's game required plenty of brain power. But before I went all in on this, I decided to unlock all fast travel spots to make navigating to the puzzles easier. Should be the last one.
This situation may be
Bang!
received justice.
It's a big city, I can't be everywhere. That is all
Your forefathers
the subways.
functioning.
I then spent the next 2 hours completing the rest of Riddler's and Cluemaster's puzzles, which culminated with a combined effort between the two, but none of this could withstand my intelligence. Let's go! Too many questions is done. The next most troublesome items left were the side activities, so I spent the next 2.5 hours finishing these up, which included the Falcone Fortune side quest, the Zoo Animal side quest, along with a few more.
Pawns have been taken care of.
And finally, after finishing up the Case of Waylon Jones, all side activities were completed. Nice.
Catch you later, alligator.
That's silly. Yeah! Let's go. Now remember at the beginning of this chapter how I was getting trophy after trophy after trophy? Well, after some intensive grinding, I was finally able to achieve that sense of euphoria one more time, with the collectibles trophies dropping one by one. Oh, I see it. Yes. Last.
Who left this here?
Whoa! Oh, we got all the fits. Blam! Oh shoot! I didn't realize that was a trophy. Makes sense. Quite the collection, Master Bruce. Yes, all the Wayne tech completed. Read that. Bam! Holy skill upgrades, Batman. Let's go. The tumbler. Want to know how I got these cars? That's stupid. Oh, a watchful collector. I didn't realize I was part of it. Bang! Bang! I am Batman is done, baby. Ugh! I didn't realize I'd get them all. We're paused because this damn motherfucking Bane keeps prank calling me. Hold on.
In this case, I'll let it slip.
Shut up. Platinum 131 Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight is done, baby. Come on! And that, my friends, was Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight. A tremendous return to form for the Lego Caped Crusader, and honestly, the best Lego game that I've ever played. To anyone who's a fan of the Lego games, or genuinely a fan of Batman, you should consider checking this one out. Now as for the Platinum, I'm going to give this one a 3 out of 10 difficulty, which is slightly higher than what I rated 007 First Light. It basically hit the same marks. It was easy, had very generous checkpoints, but the collectibles were extremely grueling to do over a 3-day span. But with all that said, thank you to everyone who tuned into this video. Your continued support motivates me to continue making these videos, and I have a lot more planned, so stay tuned. Now, usually I have something smart or witty to transition into my upcoming video, but I couldn't really think of anything. So I'm just going to leave you with this neat surprise I got for 100%ing Lego Batman. Whoa, there's a mission? Huh. What the hell? Oh, we dancing! Hold on!
Good going! Heroes like you are truly a shining beacon of hope for all of humanity.
Oh, Batman, Batcave 66! Let's go!